Hi, I'm Anil Jacob. This is Universal Principles of Design. In this movie, Iteration. In 1959, the industrial Henry Kramer created a series of challenges and rewards centered on human-powered flight. It was basically the Earth's prize of its day. The first Kramer Prize offered £50,000 for the first human-powered plane to fly a figure eight around two markers 1/2 mile apart. The challenge was formidable. Dozens of teams tried and failed for more than 17 years, each spending designing and building their plane just to have them crash minutes after a test flight. Entered the aeronautical engineer Paul MacCready. MacCready knew the big problem was not making a human-powered plane but spreading up the design, build, test cycle to learn how to make a human-powered plane, replacing theory with real-world testing. By focusing on designing a plane that could be rebuilt in hours versus months, MacCready enabled his team to dramatically speed up iteration, which correspondingly sped up their learning. 6 months later, MacCready's Condor flew over 2,000 meters, claiming the first Kramer Prize. MacCready approached this problem assuming that a lot of failed prototypes are going to be required to solve the problem, and so he focused on getting through them as fast as possible. The phrase fail fast, fail often is based on this philosophy. Contrast with this more traditional approach of spending a lot of time upfront doing analysis, planning, and designing to build the perfect beast, and then expecting it to work for the first time out. Even people who intellectually know the perils of this approach often fall into the trap. So what is iteration in the context of design? Iteration is defined as repeating a set of design, development and test operations with each repetition building on the last until the desired result is achieved. Now, this is not clean, linear process. Good iteration involves a lot of experiments that won't work, dead ends that take time to explore, and invariably a good many failures. But failure in an iterative paradigm is not the end, it's just another iteration from which you learn. We often liken iterations to rungs of a ladder of understanding. No great heights can be achieved without climbing a lot of them. A fundamental lesson of iteration relates to another principle of design referred to as Gall's law. Gall's law states that all complex systems that work evolved from simpler systems that worked. The implication is that if you are designing a complex system, a physical product, a software application, a business process, whatever, you should start by designing and building a simple system first, learn what works and what doesn't, and then improve it iteratively over time. This seems like the long way of doing things to be uninitiated, but trying to shortcut this process is futile. It will take longer, cost more, and have a high probability of terminal failure. So, whether you use iteration to develop great products and services, invent the next great app, remember, the long way is a short way to get there.